Hi everyone, it's 9047A here, and today I'm going to show you camera path editor tips in Star Trek Online's Demorecord. Here's what we're going to make. So that video has had no treatment whatsoever, except for an edited camera path from Star Trek Online. So the way you make a Star Trek demo file is from your just a normal game and record what you want to do. You just simply type in to the chat box, Demorecord space, the name of the file, and then press enter. You'll see on the screen there is a Demorecord label there, and it all resets. I like to wait about 10 seconds, and I'll go through that in a minute before I start doing what I need to do. And when you're finished, you just go back to your chat box and type in Demorecord stop, and it stops. So my recording tips are: plan ahead. It will save you time and do not very long scenes. Always allow 10 seconds after you start a demo recording before moving off, and that just allows everything to load properly. Slow and steady movements are a lot easier than faster, high turning movements. You've got to do a lot more points with the camera, which I'll explain a bit later. And always experiment. Try and push yourself further, because that's how you get better. So to load your Demorecord, you go into your launcher, put in your details, and then go into options, and then in the you type in /demo play, and then the space of and then the name of the file .demo, and this will load into your demo. When your demo first loads, the first thing you need to do is just simply play it through from start to finish. It will have the original game camera recordings on it, and it will give you an opportunity to see where key points. For example, we can see the ship started moving at about 12 seconds. I made a little bit of a movement at 16 seconds. At around 29 seconds I start shooting. And then around 33-34 seconds fire at will starts. When you have when it's finished playing the whole file, you'll get a little summary screen. You just press enter on that, and then go back. Click to go back to the beginning of the demo, and then we can start doing our angles. Now, opening camera path editor, you won't use the bottom bit at all really, and then you've got some options in here that you can play with, but really I like to hide all of these and just make it very simple on the side as possible. Now the path list, you're going to create a path to replace the existing cameras or camera entries. Now there's a lot of options in there. Most of them don't work anymore. Easy path is the one to do. Now you can see a little asterisk next to the save button. That means that there is camera movements to be saved. Now I like to hide all of this. That's where your points are going to be listed, that we're going to make shortly. I like to hide all of that as well. The other key thing is that you can put the camera path editor on transparent. If you don't do that, you can sometimes miss where the middle of the screen is, because you'll just focus on the part of the screen that you can see. So putting it in transparent allows you to see the full length and width of the screen. So let's get our ship in here and show you how to move the camera around. So let's pause that when the ship is about to start moving, because that's where we want our first point to be. Okay, so to manipulate the camera, you need to press F2. Now there are several things you can do. You holding down the right mouse button and moving the mouse around will show the direction that the camera lens is facing. Sorry for the spelling mistake there. W and S moves the camera backward and forward along the Z axis of the current camera direction. A and D, X axis of the current camera direction, and Z and spacebar for Y axis of the camera direction. So let's go and choose where we want to put our first camera point. So I think we're going to put it there. The ship's going to go up there. Okay, so, and then I like to plan what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at the front of the ship, and as the demo moves on, I'm going to be, when it starts firing, move around to the back of the ship. So let's choose a good starting point. Yeah, I think somewhere around here. Now, your first starting point is always going to be a hold, because you want the camera to stay at this position until that point in time. It's essentially your starting point. It's always going to be a hold. So you put time in there, press tab, and that locks that in. Let's go to our next one. So it's a slow, steady movement forward. So I'm going to probably go to about 19 seconds, 17, 18, 19 seconds, about 7 seconds worth of footage, and pause. That's where we're going to put our next camera point. So we're going to sweep the camera around, probably to the side of the ship somewhere. Yeah, maybe have the NCC 1701F in both places there clearly visible, probably down a little bit. Okay, we're going to do it there. So when you add your next point, 19.021, it's very important that you put the 3 decimal spots in, so the camera arrives at exactly the same time that you want it to arrive there. If you don't do that, it will arrive too early. Alright, let's add another 7 seconds. And now we're going to sort of sweep around to the back of the ship. Now if you were in a much faster ship or doing turns and that sort of stuff, over a period that we've done now, 14, 15 seconds, you do more than 2 camera points. The faster you go, the more points you have to do. So let's put that in there, 26,308. Tab that. Now we know the ship starts firing at about 29 seconds, so we're going to go there, 29, and I want, when the ship starts firing, for the camera to be probably around the back of the ship a little bit more and a little bit higher to get a better perspective. Yeah, maybe about there. Alright, so let's add a point, 29,257. And now the Enterprise is going to start turning shortly. Actually, no, sorry. I'm going to click that rock, I think. So I'm going to make it so that's hidden from the camera. It's very silly of me, but I didn't spend too much time or thought in recording this. This is just for a demonstration. So that was about 6 seconds, and we're going to make it so it slowly sweeps around to the other corner of the back part of the ship, and we're going to try and obscure that rock clipping somehow. What's the best way to do this? Maybe within the cell, possibly. Let's have a look. Yeah. So so your targets are still on screen. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so 35,055. Now, the Enterprise starts turning shortly, so I'm going to do much shorter times between demos. 37,750. I'm going to probably go to a little higher perspective to get a real appreciation of how much the ship is actually firing with fire at will, and to show off the great discovery weapons that I've got on it. Yeah, maybe about there. 37,750. Go back 39. Yeah. Gonna pan out just a little bit and start to sweep it back around to the side of the ship. Yeah, that looks good. 39,848. Now, all the ships died pretty quickly, so I'm going to continue the sweep around to the side of the ship, because the Enterprise is going to almost do like a 180 around back towards the way the camera is facing now. So we're going to try and meet that. So it's 41,842. Yeah, so I'm going to have the scene ending with the Enterprise heading sort of towards the camera and up over it. 43,568. Much smaller movements because the ship is turning, even though the speed hasn't changed. 45,432. I think we might do one or two more. Yeah, it looks good. 47,171. And yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's it. So there's a list of all the points we just made, and we're going to save that. That's now saved. So to play it back, you just click back to the start and play. Let's just have a quick look. So the ship starts a little bit further back because, as you recall, we paused it at 12 seconds and the ship started moving a little bit before that, but it's going to start following the ship at that moment, heading towards our second point at 19 seconds something. There we go. Continues the pan around. And now to 29 seconds when it starts firing. I think I hit the clipping of the rock there pretty well. That looked good. There's a few extra things you can do. The tilde key will bring down the command console, which is much like the chat box in the game, and some familiar commands, render scale 2. Now typing in options will bring up the options window if you want to adjust the graphics. And if you want to get rid of this, let's just fast forward a little bit. I think it was about 37 seconds. Yeah, see the friend logging on and off. Show game UI 0 will turn off all HUD elements and messages. But see, I just typed in options again, it won't bring it up because it's currently hidden. So turning that back on with show game UI 1 will bring it up. But yep, when you're recording it, show game UI 0 will hide all your HUD elements. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you get something out of this, and I might do an escort one next to show how to do camera paths with much faster ships. Okay, thanks guys. See ya.